you grew up in the suburbs of Paris, right? Like, what's the suburbs of Paris like?
It's a lot of different people from everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good mix of people, and it's more like, let's say, family, but like the ethnicity is different than in Paris, and everybody is mixed together.
Okay.
It's not like, yeah, the Arab with the Arab, the black with the black, the white with the white, the Asian with the Asian. We all mix together.
So it's like New York, how everybody's kind of like living together.
Exactly.
So like, what kind of like, did you have a lot of different kind of friends growing up? Like,
yeah, all my friends, they were from like, I don't know, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, Africa, from everywhere, really. It's like, it was a good mix of good people with like really, really smart people and who knows the true value of family and and who like, they're proud of where they're from or where their parents are from.
You went to school and you like got a degree.
Yeah, I studied business and law. I got my degree and I tried first job, internship would become a job, and it was really corporate. It was for the Hilton hotels in Paris, at the close to the Eiffel Tower, and it was like not for me at all.
Yeah, I can't see that being for you.
Yeah.
So like, after you decided that it wasn't for you and you were gonna like leave, I know you traveled quite a bit. Like, what were some of the places you went to?
I traveled a lot in Asia, in Indonesia, and I lived in Australia for a while. So I packed my bag and I went to Australia.
And you were doing like odd jobs all over the place?
I was like picking potatoes, planting tomatoes, like the really like picking fruits.
Yeah.
It was really hard, but like it tough you up, you know, like I got really strong, and you gotta work, you gotta make your money, you gotta find a place to sleep tonight, and it's just like another school.
Yeah,
Teach you life.
It's like street smarts. It's what you learn. It's like a different degree. So like, now sitting here, what can you say you like? Because I had some like kind of odd jobs, not really odd jobs, but I worked in a few industries. I worked in food for like 4 years. I was a line cook. And I was a line cook in New York, at Polino's it used to be Polino's on Bowery and Houston. And I think if you can work in a restaurant in New York City, you can almost do anything. So like, what did you like learn from all those things? You think, what did you take from them?
From working in farms and stuff like that?
From just working all over those, like, in different countries and different like...
Just being humble and working your ass to make money, and survive.
Hustling.
Yeah, hustling.
And when you were starting out doing the embroidery, like, did you start embroidering to make it be a business, or you were just like doing it?
No, it was like just kind of a hobby. I was like trying new things and collecting the patch, and I was like, what if I make a bunny Playboy? And I was like, I gave it to my friend, and then it started like that. And also the story with Drake. Merci.
Merci, Drake.
Merci, Drake.
So, like, you started embroidering. Was this something that you always wanted? Was this like a random...
No, I didn't even know how to sew buttons before. I was like the worst.
So how did you choose embroidery?
It was cheap. You could buy an embroidery hoop for $1, some thread for $1, and I had canvas because Chris is an artist, so I could like use his supplies. And it was kind of also like tattooing because he's a tattoo artist. It was like not as like stressful and
it's
important.
not as permanent because it's not on skin.
So I could like just like do it, and if I didn't like it, I could take it off and try again. And my friend really liked it. So people starting asking me to like make stuff for them, and I was like just talked about like just doing it for my friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You wanna light it up?
No, you're the guest. You light it up. So, like, how long before you were like good at it?
I'm still learning. I'm not the best embroidery artist, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like maybe the design I choose to do,
Mm-hmm.
but there's some really, really good girls and guys like who like taking really a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more about like the idea, the concept of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting better every day.
Obviously, you're good at it. So when you are doing an embroidery, like, how much time are you really like giving it? Do you have like scheduled out time to do it, or is it just kind of like whenever you have time?
No. It's all the time. I wake up, first thing, I do like my meditation and puja, and then I start working right away.
Yeah.
I'm like working all the time. Especially I work from home, so it can be easy in like not doing anything or like going on the internet or watching something or, but I'm like really
You're
professional.
very strict. Yeah.
I grew up like, you know, like I know where I want to go and what I want to do, and I'm gonna give everything to get there. You know, I'm like.
You're committed.
Yeah, and I like to do it too.
Yeah. Is it relaxing?
Yeah, especially when I work from home. If I work with other people, it's different, but from home it's really chill. I'm like listening to Alan Watts or watching documentaries, but more listening, or music. Weird like hippie music sometimes, and I'm just like doing my thing.
Just zone out and just go in. So when you did the praying hands on your butt cheek, right, and you tagged Drake, what was the turnaround? You posted it, you tagged him.
So the beginning of the story was I was working at Lovely Day.
Yeah.
With my workmate Joe. We took a cab. We both live in Bed-Stuy. We share a cab, and it was like Hot 97, and Drake came on, and it was How About Now. But that was the first time we both heard the music. And before, of course, we smoked weed. So we were like really high getting on the cab, and it was just like the song was just too good. Next day, I woke up and still listening to the song. I did the praying hands because I thought it was really cool to use this image. Everybody knows that it's not Drake who invented the praying hands.
Of course.
I mean, not everybody, but the image is like so, I don't know, powerful.
Yeah.
So I just did it, and I did it on my butt, on the pocket of my jean, and I posted it. But back in the days, I had like 600 followers, so it was like just for fun, and I tagged Drake. I was not even following him. As a joke, really, never I thought he would like see it, you know. So next day, I didn't even check my phone, and I woke up. I was on my way to go to work brunch at Lovely Day, and I saw my phone like 4,000 followers, and I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? And like text message from my friends in Paris, like saying like, Marie, what's up, yo?
Say it in French.
Marie, mais qu'est-ce qui se passe et tout? T'es une rosta? Non. Like, oh yeah, what's going on? Drake, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what? And then I understood that he reposted my EP. It took me a while.
Yeah.
It was the morning, and it took me a while, and I was like, what? So I DM'd him. I was like, yo, I don't know what's going on. I just want to thank you. Thank you very much. Getting ready to go to work, but still like checking my Instagram while I was getting ready. I was like, what the fuck? And I was working brunch, so it's really busy.
Yes.
I hate brunch. And more people are following me, and like emails from like different magazines, and It was just insane.
All off that
Yeah.
that day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like big like concept store asking me to do stuff for them, and I mean it came after, but so he got back to me and he was like, "Oh, it's all love. Enjoy your day." I was like, "Cool, working, making coffee, like." And then the night I went home, I checked my phone again, and he was like, "Oh," he DM'd me again, and he was like, "Oh, I'd love you to make some clothes for me." I was like, "Of course, thank you." We exchanged number, and he came to New York. He was playing with Nas, and he was like, "Oh, I'm in New York. Where can I drop the clothes?" I was like, "Oh, lovely day. I'm there. Blah blah blah." I thought the stylist would come. I don't know. I was like, "Oh, maybe he's gonna come," and he came like SUV on Elizabeth Street, like with a bodyguard, and he's not bodyguard but his crew maybe.
Yeah.
He came at lovely day, so chill. We sat at the bar and we talked together, and it was just really cool.
Yeah.
Had a couple of drinks, and he had to go to the airport. They ordered some ginger fried chicken, and they talked with the girls, and we all talked together.
Yeah. It was chill.
Yeah. Then he left, and I went to the car, and we hugged each other, and he gave me the clothes, and he took my hand and he put some money. I was like, "Ah, no." And he was like, "Yeah, keep the money," and I put it in my pocket, and that was my first job.
Wow. That's a hell of a first
Yeah.
job. And since then, it's been like nuts for you, because I've been trying to get you over here for a while. In Fashion Week, you're like in high demand.
Yeah, I have no life during Fashion Week.
So that's good.
Yeah.
That's what you want, yeah?
Yeah.
So you just kind of just follow your instincts, start doing something, committed to it. So like...
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's not just fun. Embroidery takes a long time.
I was going to ask you, when you're doing like, when you're working with Marc Jacobs or Stella McCartney or whoever it is, like, are you literally like embroidering like for hours and hours and hours?
I spend my day embroidering.
Do you have like hand?
No, but sometimes my back. But I mean, there's like people who are doing, because I did fruit picking or I work in a restaurant. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm home.
Yeah.
I'm like working for myself, sitting on my ass. It's like really intense, but I can do it.
Yeah, it's not picking fruit.
Exactly. I've been through this shit, and I think it's great. So, but now I'm chilling doing that.
So like, what's next for you?
Now I'm working with Barney's, Japan. They opened Barney's in Japan, and I'm working on a project where, so there's a Japanese designer who make his own denim in Kyoto, in his like workshop, and he sent me some pieces of denim, and I'm like doing patches on it. I have to send it back to Tokyo, and with those patches, it's gonna create like jeans, and they're gonna sell it at Barney's.
Wow.
But it's like people who are making stuff by hand in Japan, who are meeting people who are making stuff handmade in New York.
Yeah.
So it's like only people like me who's making embroidery is making the denim.
Yeah. So like craftsmen.
Yeah.
That's really
like
cool.
Like small, like it's not gonna be a big collection. It's just a couple of pieces.
Wow, that's nice.
Made with love, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Made with love. Okay, so before you go, I have a request. I have these shoes. I call them the Air Aunties, and I tell you to take flight. This is like a basic Nike slip-on, right? Baby said it looks like a nurse's shoe, but that's cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
I would like for you to take these and like, do something.
I can do whatever I want?
You can do whatever you want.
Yes. Awesome.
Look at you. Are you thinking already?
Yeah. I know what I'm going to do. For this one at least. Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, thank you.
For sure. Well, thank you for coming, man.
Thank you.
Marie, I'm really, really happy you got a chance to come through. We're obviously stoned at this point, as you can tell.
Yeah.
So, yeah. These guys are really shaking up the music scene. They're young, they're talented. Tonight's bedroom performance is New York-based jazz band, the Onyx Collective.